This is Shadow on the Bountiful Chest, and well, about a week ago, it was announced that Cynthia Williams, the who has been the director or president of gaming with Wizards and Hasbro, is going to step down. They don't have a replacement yet, but she's leaving, and a bunch of people cheered because, well, she's quoted as saying Dungeons and Dragons is under monetized. Well, and this is why I want to warn everyone, don't be too happy too soon, because that will probably be the attitude of the next person put in place. We since fourth edition, they've been trying to find a way to turn us into a digital space and get reoccurring subscriptions from us. They have D&D Beyond. That's a thing. And some people paying for it, but since the OGL debacle, a lot of people turned away from it. Maybe they have some people that came back, but there's a clear misunderstanding of what tabletop is on the executive level and what the market is. And it's not a place where you just print money. It's not like you can just make a skin for a mount in a game and make more money than another game made. Warcraft and Starcraft reference there for you. Uh, we need content. If you make content, people will buy it more often than not. There's we've had some lackluster content with 5e. That goes for every edition, though. There has been good content, there's been bad content, there's been good novels, there's been bad novels, there's been an almost total lack of novels in 5e until we had I have the first two of the new Dragonlance books. I've read one, I haven't read two yet. I don't know when third's coming out because I haven't kept up on looking on any yet. But that's another thing. Here were people making content for Dungeons and Dragons like they've done before. And they had to go to court because someone at Wizards tried to just let them go without understanding the contract and what was in place. And someone obviously on Hasbro's legal team came down and said, "No, you screwed up. We're going to settle." They settled out of court. They fired up the books again, and we have content that we can purchase. And this is the thing. Tabletop, you, you know, yeah, there have been a lot of virtual tabletops now, and some of them do have lots of little things to purchase or lots of big things to purchase. One of them is almost train simulator with the amount of modules to purchase on it. Um, Wizards has really dragged their feet on that. Uh, I guess you know a, a good VTT. I think there are plenty of people that would pay for a good virtual tabletop as long as it's well maintained. There's plenty of resources, etc., etc., etc. But again, that's content that needs to be made, and especially with the OGL, we saw Wizards be and Hasbro, because this is from down on high from Hasbro. We don't want you to make content because that's expensive and it takes time. We want you to just find a way to monetize this. I mean, they managed to license out for a movie, license out for a video game, and both did very, very well. But they seem to not understand that, or felt they didn't make enough, and don't know what they're doing with licensing that. We've had, Baldur's Gate 3 was, there may have been plans for more, but now they're just gone because of whatever happened behind the scenes. Uh, there was an attempt at creating a live action Dungeons and Dragons series, apparently based in Dragonlance, uh, that is just gone because of whatever is happening with licensing. We don't know if this is going to eventually lead up to them trying to sell Dungeons and Dragons to someone else, or if this is just sheer incompetence on some level. We know we're supposed to get the updated One D&D. It's updated 5e. It's not even 6th edition. It's like 5.5, and the books got delayed because they fired a bunch of people because they wanted to make themselves look profitable by paying out less wages. Well, you're going to have that soon. You're getting rid of an executive. They get paid a lot more wages than, your people that tend to make the content. But it's also tiring to watch this occur. Uh, my I can say it until I'm blue in the face, but Dungeons and Dragons needs content. Uh, and it doesn't have to be the greatest thing in the world. It can just be, a couple novels here and there. Um, it can be a couple lore books. I don't know why they feel, you know, there was a point in time where, you know, a lot of people just play in Fantasyland. They don't care about all the intricacies of the various settings. But there are some people that, they have a bookshelf of lore books uh, throughout the ages of the system, and people that buy lore books, funded the system for people that didn't buy lore books, and there's nothing wrong with that. Uh, it helps keep money in flow into making more content, but I really do believe part of the reason why we have had such a boom with the third party. I got my box for Helena's Guide to Monster Hunting over here. Part of the reason we had such a boom in third party was because we were getting no other content, and we had the OGL back in place that they didn't have for fourth. But then they tried to rewrite it because what would be the easiest way for them to get money without investing into content? Take from other people's content. Well, that was never. People were gearing up for the legal fight because I don't think that would have gone through. But yeah, it they backed off, and what they do, they cost themselves everyone's goodwill. But Cynthia Williams is just a symptom of the problem. And until they put in place someone that understands tabletop and how the market for tabletop works, and that if you want people to go digital and pay a subscription, you have to offer them quite a bit that works quite well. You know, Hasbro would have better luck buying up half the VTTs and monetizing those than whatever plans they've had for the past 2 years with Cynthia, because apparently people have checked, and it's like, wow, the movie and Baldur's Gate 3 are the two things that really made money over her tenure. Uh did I use that word right? I don't care. Anyways, I haven't made videos in a while. I'm gonna try to start making videos again. I have some plans, but it might take me a couple weeks because I have a busy couple weeks coming up. Uh, but if you like this video, uh, toss me a like and a subscribe. It helps me out. If you don't like this video, leave me a comment about what you think I could do better and why this video sucks. But anyways, that's it for me, Shadow on the Bountiful Chest, and may you all have great adventures.